Hey guys, North Shadow here. Thanks for stopping back in. So there hasn't been a whole lot of news this week, but there are some important things that I did want to cover. And the first one, to just jump right into it, is the discussion surrounding the announcement of the Toronto Defiant branding. So for those that don't know, Toronto came out and they announced their branding for the Toronto Defiant. And as you can immediately see, it is red and black. The red and black that a lot of people expected Atlanta to get. And I kind of wanted to jump into my thoughts on this issue, because there was a lot of pushback and kickback saying that Atlanta should have had these colors, and that a lot of people are disappointed in orange colors, and I completely disagree. And the reason is, Toronto does have a claim to red and black. So the Raptors, the Toronto Raptors, which were founded in the mid '90s, I believe, they're red and black. The Toronto FC, their soccer team, also red and black. There's a lot of basis in Toronto for that red and black color scheme, as just like Atlanta has that. So as far as them taking something that is strictly from Atlanta, I don't agree. They have a claim to the red and black branding as well. Furthermore, if you guys remember me talking about it and you remember the Twitter posts, Atlanta is trying to establish their team as a team of the South. It's not just about Atlanta. It's not just about Georgia. It's about the South. And something that I've kind of touched on is that there's a lot of rivalries in the South. There's a lot of sports rivalries between football and the SEC, and between the NFL and just a whole bunch of other things. There's a lot of rivalries, and that branding and those colors really mean a lot of things to a lot of people. So if you want a Saints fan to put on your Atlanta Reign merch, it's going to be very hard for them to look down and see a strict red and black jersey or t-shirt or something and not think of the Falcons and not think of this major rivalry that they have. If you want, an Auburn fan, me, to put on your branding, your merch, your jersey, then they have to look in their drawer and see that there's all this blue and orange, and then Georgia colors, UGA colors, which is a huge rivalry. So there's this feeling that these brandings really evoke in people, and it's tied to a lot of local teams that have rivalries in the South, in the region, that Atlanta Reign is trying to claim. So while a lot of people are disappointed that Toronto got the strict red and black, ultimately, I think this is a good thing. Ultimately, I think this is a way to really build the community better. It's more of a call to arms to the people who, may have and believe in those rivalries and really, have that fun hatred of Georgia teams because of their local fandom, but still want to support the Atlanta Reign because it is our regional team. So those are my thoughts there. I understand, and I'm not going to say anybody is wrong for wishing that we had the red and black skins, but I see why we don't, and I think it is going to pay off in the end by really giving people more of an option than just red and black when a lot of rivals are red and black. And besides, Atlanta United seems to be doing great, and they added gold in and kind of put a whole twist on the thing. So, there's a basis there. There's a basis there for getting away from the red and black, and I still stand by it. I think our branding is fantastic. I love our skins. I can't wait to see the rest of our skins. So those are my thoughts there. Let me know what you guys think, whether or not you are still upset about the Toronto deal and their colors. And how you feel about this whole thing. So moving on from that, the only other real thing that's happened since the branding was a good bit of fan interaction from the Twitter account. Specifically, yesterday there was a post about the first ever Fan Friday. So the goal here was just to read out this tweet. It's our first ever Fan Friday, and we couldn't be more excited. Are you a big fan? Send us your Reign creations and let us know what you're looking forward to. We'll retweet some of our favorites. And that was something that I actually had thought about doing here, that I'm really glad they're taking this and running with it, is a focus on the things that the fans have already created. And there's been some really good stuff that I wanted to highlight. So let's kind of jump into the ones that they felt the need to retweet and felt that were really good. The first one was from one of our mods in the Discord, Mr. White as Paper, made some mobile wallpapers and desktop wallpapers that look absolutely fantastic. They pro level. I'm actually using one of these right now. So yeah, check this out. I'll definitely put a link in the description to all of these creations so you guys can look at them at your leisure. But yeah, these are great, and I highly encourage everybody to rep the rain on your electronic device of choice. Moving on from that, we have a 3D printed logo from @Zororio OW. Oreo. Now I want Oreos. Anyway, it is a 3D printed logo of the Atlanta Rain logo. It looks really good. It's just, yeah, it's just layered on a white backer, and I love this logo. I just really love the logo. So yeah, I really like that one. This next one was so cool. It was Basic 219 on Twitter, out of Germany. It looks like was inspired by the stuff being put out by the Gladiators about, you know, pumpkin carvings and stuff. So she took it on herself to carve some Atlanta Rain pumpkins, and they look really good. And that phoenix, especially that you see, that flame burning behind the cutout phoenix is very symbolic, and it's so well done. So props to you, Basic 219. We do have a few articles of clothing that were made by people with you know, heat press setups. So the first of which is a one made with more reflective vinyl. It's this shiny Atlanta Rain shirt with the logo and the name on it. Looks great. Looks fantastic. The next one is a jacket made by Eterna Forest on Twitter, and this is just pro level. This looks official. This looks amazing. When I saw this, like, I was taken aback that this is something that may have been done, you know, professionally designed and stuff, which it kind of is. It looks like they have their own set up for making stuff and selling it, but this one is a one-off just for them, and I am highly impressed. This jacket looks absolutely incredible. And the last one that was covered was from Robax OW on Twitter, and this is where it gets interesting, because Robax has a shirt and a hat that he's had made with the logo and the branding on it, but he made a video, a little 4-second video, where he's going over how he feels about it, and he says something like this.
That's fantastic.
So for those that don't know, that sounds a lot like this.
That's fantastic.
And what that is the sound that Dafran's stream makes when he gets a new subscriber. So what does that mean? Well, the obvious is that this is a leak or a nod at Dafran being signed. The other option is that we have not signed Dafran, and that the people who are doing this content have no idea that that's what the sound is when he has a new subscriber. So they would never know that that's what this person is referencing. So it could easily go both ways. Personally, you know, I've talked about my feelings on the potential leaks in the past, but honestly, at this point, we are so close to branding. Like, I honestly see branding coming within, or not branding, excuse me, roster. I honestly see the roster coming sometime within the next week. You know, always they could throw me for a loop, but I really see something happening this coming week. But so I don't want to, you know, feed in any more, you know, how I feel about the speculation or how I feel about these leaks, because it's coming soon enough. But this right here, this quote of "that's fantastic" regarding this shirt, it could go both ways, guys. It could really go both ways. As much as I want this to be the sign, the nod, I just can't convince myself that it's a sure thing. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the comments. That's all I got today. Until the roster announcement comes out, I will be poring over this stuff, trying to find more information to give to you guys. And yeah, until then, I'll talk to you guys later.